Are you really serious? Do you really want to be artistically and musically successful? It is possible. But only if you wake up every single day with the same motivation. I am a person of action, immovable in my determination, confident in my abilities, unshakable in my convictions, impervious to doubt, insensitive to the negative opinions of others. And in Christ, I can do all things. These are the 7 keys to success. Finding your niche. As musicians, we want our music to be loved by everyone. Maybe not everyone in the world, but at least everyone who hears it, or everyone we know. So we make up reasons why everyone we talk to will love our music. For example, if you love good music, you'll like my music. Or my music transcends musical taste, so just listen to it and you'll love it. Or I like this one. Our band plays songs that appeal across generations and to every culture. This is the problem. Okay, we think that we have to describe our music as having this universal appeal, when what we actually end up doing is selling ourselves short. Because the fact is, there's no music that exists that everyone likes, period. Tons of people love Lil Wayne, but even they can't say that everyone who hears his music will love his songs. Just saying. So even if you think your music has crossover appeal, there's a key step when promoting your music. Find your niche and stick with it. Okay, so let me back up because I know some of you are asking, what's a niche? A niche is simply a specific or specialized market. For example, it's not the whole world or all pop or rap fans. A niche is a very detailed, smaller section of a bigger market. This is the most important thing when it comes to business and your musical exposure. Fans in a specific niche are more loyal than fans in a more generalized market. Simply put, the more specific your niche, the more dedicated the people within it will be, and vice versa. The more broad your market becomes, the less dedicated the fans will be. So, plain and simple, cut and dry. If you want to be successful as a recording artist, you must target and conquer your niche. Realize your niche starts very small. As an artist, I know we've been taught to always think on a global scale. But in this particular instance, I think it's a mistake. Because in remembering that a niche can start very small, your niche must be targeted locally. By working your niche locally first, you can build up a buzz in your area, making it easier to connect with all the influential people in your area, opening up doors to connections with influential people outside of your area on a regional, then national, and then even a global level. Know exactly what your niche is. Remember this, your taste, your inspirations, your emotions, and your world experience all boil down to a totally unique person who will approach music in a unique way. Your sound is not a separate thing. It's not something that you lack. It's not something that you must attain. It's not something external. You already have your sound. And the more detailed and clear of an understanding you have of your niche, the better off you'll be. Like I talked about before, as your niche becomes a more specific section of a bigger market, the more loyal the fans in your particular niche will be. Now, your niche can really be whatever you want it to be, so deciding which niche you fit into best is really up to you. No matter what it is, you need to have an absolute understanding of what that particular niche is. So let me give you a few things to think about so you can better define and locate your niche. One thing that you can look at is your demographic, your age, your gender, location. You can look at other similar influential artists. Remember to start locally, then branch out to the regional, national, and global scale. Where are the influential promotional outlets? Where do the fans exist online? What blogs do they read? How do they find out about new music? Are they into fashion? If so, what brands? What are their favorite hobbies? Okay, now that you have a proper understanding of your niche, you need to seek it out and see if it's a truly worthy one. Some of you will be lucky to decide upon a great one on your first attempt, But sometimes there isn't a demand for your particular niche enough to put you on the map. This is where the adjustment happens. But remember to adjust, but never give up on your niche. You may need to test the waters until you find one that really works for you. And I think it's been said enough times by now, but one more time for good measure. The more specific your niche, the more dedicated the fans of that particular niche will be. So with this being said, you need to cater your online presence, your live show, your studio recordings, official releases, your merchandise, whatever, to those people. Cater to the needs of the loyal so that they will continue to support you at a die-hard level. This will spread the word about your brand and increase the overall strength and influence of your brand. This is a critical part to successfully conquering your niche. Nail the perfect pitch. All right, I know you probably dread having to be compared to someone else, but look, I've been there, and I know it can feel demeaning to say that your baby, your creation sounds like someone else, but trust me when I say this, making a comparison with another artist with a similar sound and style is a good thing. Think about it like this. By making sure you've targeted a meaningful comparison, you will have an easier time building interest from possible fans. The key here is relevance. As much as you may want to avoid the comparisons of sounding like someone else, if you can compare your sound to an artist from the same niche, you will have an easier time attracting the right fans and not trying to impress the fans of the wrong genre or scene. Remember, your niche is you. Everything that we've discussed when it comes to you as an artist is extremely important. At the end of the day, your niche is about you being true to yourself. You can't make an impression on anybody else by being something that you're not. This is not the recipe for a long-lasting career in the music business. Look, I've dealt with a lot of artists that have come back to this truth. Be yourself. Your niche comes easier when you know who you are, when you create music that will impact you and a message that you can always come back to say, I needed that. And when you do that, you have not just become this one-hit wonder or fly-by-night, run-of-the-mill type artist. You become special, not only to your audience, but to a greater audience as well. Keep pressing, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for listening. The 7 Keys to Success is a production of Sanctified Sound, LLC. If you enjoyed this audio and you want to receive more materials or videos from Sanctified Sound, LLC, please call us at 225-202-4379. That's 225-202-4379. Or visit us at www.sanctifiedsound.org. Thanks again for listening.